This museum has towering dinosaurs, the world's first cloned mammal, and as you can see behind me, a beautiful view of Edinburgh. And all of that is completely free. In this video, I'm going to break down 30 of the best free things to do in Edinburgh, grouped by category so that you can plan a budget-friendly trip. The place I just showed you now behind me is the National Museum of Scotland, and it's one of the country's most visited attractions. It has exhibits across science, design, culture, and of course Scottish history, and it is completely free to visit. You're now standing in the Royal Mile, where the city literally began 900 years ago. The street stretches from Edinburgh Castle all the way to the Palace of Holyrood House. Along the route, you can wander through atmospheric closes, these narrow alleyways that branch off the main road like secret passageways, and you can step inside the breathtaking St. Giles Cathedral, which dates back to the 12th century. If you fancy standing face to face with a Rembrandt or a Van Gogh, you can do it for free here at the National Galleries of Scotland. Next up is the Museum of Edinburgh, a bright yellow building on the Royal Mile that's hard to miss. Inside, you'll find everything from century-old city plans to ceremonial cloaks once worn by Edinburgh officials. It's a fascinating look at the city's past. Finishing the culture category at Carton Hill, home to several striking monuments like the Athenian-style National Monument. It's one of the best sunset spots in the city, with panoramic views over Edinburgh's skyline, Arthur's Seat, and the Firth of Forth. That's our history lesson over for now. Let me go show you some of the most beautiful corners in the city. First up on the Insta list is Circus Lane, the curved cobblestone path, the ivy-covered cottages, and the church behind it makes it one of the most beautiful streets in Edinburgh, and that makes it perfect for your Instagram. However, it does get pretty busy, so make sure you come early. Next up, we are climbing a hidden staircase up to the Fennel, which gives you this incredible view of Edinburgh Castle. If it looks familiar, it's because this spot actually featured on the Netflix series One Day. This is where Emma and Dexter meet up in the very first episode. Moving on to New College, which is part of the University of Edinburgh. Such an impressive building, but what a lot of people don't know is that the gates are usually open so you can go through to the inner quad. Climb up the stairs at the back for an incredible view of the spires and of course also that Instagram picture. This is another beautiful winding street called Cobham Street, and it connects Waverley Station to the Royal Mile. The local cafes and shops not only are lovely to browse through, but they also act as the perfect backdrop for a picture. And finally, we have the Robert Burns Monument here behind me, built to honor the famous Scottish poet Robert Burns. It's just around the corner from Carton Hill, but a lot of people miss this monument, which means that it is the perfect quiet spot for a photo if you don't want the crowds behind you. Now that I've shown you all the picture perfect spots, let me take you to some hidden gems that some locals don't even know about. First up is the Potter Trail, which is a free Harry Potter walking tour that takes you to all the locations in the city that are Harry Potter inspired. In case you didn't know, J.K. Rowling actually wrote the Harry Potter books while she was living right here in Edinburgh. You don't have to head to the Highlands to see a loch. St Margaret's Loch is right here in Edinburgh and has been since the 1850s. It's home to swans, ducks, and stunning views of Arthur's Seat. And if you just take a short walk uphill, you'll find the ruins of St Anthony's Chapel, a 15th century mystery perched on the hillside with an incredible view. Most people will drive past this, but did you know that you can actually walk across the Forth Road Bridge? This one is a little bit outside of the city centre, but if you like a good walk and an incredible view, it's totally worth it. At the same time, you can also explore the neighbourhood of South Queensferry. In case you didn't know, Edinburgh is one of the most haunted cities in the world. So of course there has to be a free ghost tour. You can join the City Explorers free ghost tour to wander around Edinburgh at night to hear more about all the haunted places, plague doctors, and body snatchers. This is definitely an interesting activity if you are interested in the darker side of Edinburgh. This is a tiny slice of the American Wild West right here in Edinburgh. Originally built in the 90s for a cowboy-themed furniture shop, somehow all of it is still here and it makes the perfect spot for a quirky photo op. I've shown you the quirky and I've shown you the secret spots. These next 5 locations are all about nature. This is the Royal Botanic Garden, which is only a 15-minute walk from the city centre, and it's completely free to enter. In here you will find 70 acres of beautiful gardens, exotic plants, and some of the most peaceful pathways in the city. If you are looking for some fresh air in the city, the Water of Leaf walkway is the perfect place. It's a riverside footpath that goes through so many neighborhoods in Edinburgh, and it passes modern art installation, monuments, and there are some nice picnic spots along the way as well. Yes, Edinburgh actually has a beach as well. Portobello is just a short bus ride away from the city centre, and it's perfect for a long walk along the promenade, a seaside ice cream, or if you are brave enough, you can of course also go in for a swim. No nature list in Edinburgh would be complete without Arthur's Seat, an extinct volcano right in the heart of the city. But just be aware before you start that this is a proper hike, so be prepared. It's also super windy at the top, but definitely worth it, with incredible views where you can see all the way to the coast and beyond. And finally, for the nature section is in the Leaf Park. It's often overlooked by visitors, but locals love it. There's amazing views of the city skyline, picnic-perfect lawns, and a little pond full of ducks and geese. We've gotten a good dose of fresh air now, so let's move on to some of those iconic Edinburgh spots, because even the most tourist locations have some free magic if you know where to look. You don't need a ticket to enjoy Edinburgh Castle. Walk up to the Esplanade for amazing views, live bagpipe music, and if you're there at 1 p.m, you'll hear the cannon blast echo across the city, which is one of Edinburgh's oldest traditions. I am now sitting just below the castle in Princess Street Garden, which is such a nice green peaceful spot in the middle of the city centre. It actually used to be a loch that they drained, and now you can walk through here. There's a bunch of monuments and of course the iconic Ross Fountain. This dramatic Gothic tower is the Scott Monument, which is definitely one of the most jaw-dropping sights on Princess Street. It's definitely worth stopping by the monument just to admire it for free, or if you did want to pay extra, you can actually go inside. This rainbow curve of storefronts is Victoria Street, which to any Harry Potter fan will definitely look like Diagon Alley. It has so much character and some unique shops and cafes, plus it's the backdrop for most iconic Edinburgh photos. And finally, on everybody's list should be Dean Village. Peaceful fairy tale neighborhood just a 10-minute walk from Princess Street. Wander the cobbled lanes, cross the little stone bridge, and take in one of the prettiest parts of Edinburgh. So far, everything I've showed you, you can do all year round. But Edinburgh also has a seasonal side. So these next 5 freebies you simply have to do if you are here at the right time. In August, Edinburgh turns into a massive open-air festival, and you don't need any tickets to see shows. You can just come here right to the Royal Mile to see all the fantastic street performers for free. If you are here in summer, keep an eye out for the open-air cinema events, often held in St Andrew's Square. It's completely free to attend, and they show a variety of shows for all ages and moods, and they even have some sing-along sessions if you're into that. Don't forget your picnic blanket and the popcorn. If you are visiting in late April or early May, don't miss the cherry blossoms, especially in the meadows. For about 2 weeks, the paths here are lined with fluffy pink flowers. It's one of the most photogenic times of the year in Edinburgh and a favorite with locals. In December, Edinburgh's Christmas market lights up the city with rides, music, and festive food stalls. It's free to enter, and even if you don't buy anything, just walking around through the market feels like you are stepping into a snow globe. Scotland calls New Year's Eve Hogmanay, and it's kind of a big deal here. Every year there is an incredible firework display over the castle, and some of the best spots to watch this is free, like Carton Hill, in the Leaf Park, or Brunsfield Links. We started with dinosaurs, wandered on cobbled streets on free tours through the city, and ended under fireworks. That's 30 incredible things to do in Edinburgh without spending any money. Let me know in the comments which of these spots you are adding to your list when you visit, or if I missed any of your favorite free things to do, please let me know because I would love to check those out as well. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, please consider giving it a like down below, or if you want to see more videos about Edinburgh or the UK, remember to also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and then I will see you next time.